Russia's warm winter has deprived Moscow of snow, caused plants to bloom and roused bears out of hibernation.
Here's a summary of the article.
Moscow, an unusually warm Russian December was what woke Dasher the bear. As you know, Russia is a northern country, and 70% of our territory is located in the north latitudes, Putin said. Scientists have concluded that modern-day global warming, including the warming observed throughout Russia, is almost entirely due to human emissions of heat-trapping greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane. Russia joined the Paris Climate Accord in September, one of the last countries to do so, but a month later, climate change legislation was watered down after objections from some businesses. Russia's Environment Ministry has warned that the country is warming disproportionately fast compared with the rest of the world, 2.5 times quicker than the global average. Alexander Rodin, head of the Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology's Environmental and Planetary Sciences program, said a warm start to winter once every 10 years isn't that unusual. It's the warmest day in the past 100 years, then the coldest day in 100 years and so on. This is a result of actual climate change because here in Russia, at least in the middle latitudes of Russia, the main effect of climate change is the increase of weather variations.
This post received a score of 5,788, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We've been averaging 3 to 5 degrees plus during the day here in St. Petersburg. I can't remember a time in my nearly 6 years of living here that the Neva River wasn't frozen by mid-December. Usually I guess it freezes late November. Really strange. I saw some photo of some kids who made a snowman out of cabbages. Edit. Apparently I can't say that this weather is strange without inviting armchair Reddit scientists to kindly educate me about climate change. So just a heads up, I know what climate change is, thanks. I'm still allowed to think it's strange.
Snowman out of cabbages is possibly the most Russian thing I've ever heard.
Just needs a pickle for a nose.
Solenya. He's unstoppable.
Global warming, the secret to invading Russia in the winter.
Napoleon invented global warming after 1812 disaster.
The real long con.
He's not dead. He's hanging out on Avalon with Arthur, Elvis, and Tupac.
And Palpatine.
You hear that? Bears. Now you're putting the whole station in jeopardy.
Almost 60 degrees on Christmas in Wisconsin, no snow in Moscow, Australia literally burning, rainforest burning down, but nah, climate change is a wild conspiracy. The deniers aren't saying there's no climate change anymore. They moved on to, well, there may be climate change, but it's not human-driven. Lately, though, they've been moving on from that one to, well, humans may be causing global warming, but if we slow down our economy to prevent climate change now, we won't be able to fix climate change later. We're fooked.
For Russia and the other Arctic countries it's a boon.
No, it's drought. We depend on that snow to wet the ground enough for our spring crops to grow. No snow means no food. If this continues, especially across the Midwest, watch for food prices to skyrocket.
Precipitation is modeled to actually increase in the Midwest, not less.
Maybe eventually, but we're in the middle of a massive drought right now, and we needed that winter snow we aren't getting in order to restore the water table.
Luckily, Putin's cold heart has been able to keep the country from overheating.
Ah yes. Putin's cold heart and Trump's hot air.
At first I thought they were cancelling each other out, but I think there is more of Trump's hot air because it was 70 degrees on Christmas.
Now is when Napoleon should try to conquer Russia.
Why does the discussion of climate change turn so many folks into snarky cunts?
The folks who deny climate change are typically stubborn, ignorant and worst of all, confident. I think a nice winter of spring-like temperatures will be a good thing. Dramatic things need to happen to rouse the Joe Plumbers of the world. Even though raging hellfires in Australia don't seem to be swaying the average Aussie Murdoch man.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.